the number one reason for divorce.
So this woman goes on to say that women aren't taught how to be wives, they're not taught how to be, good women and all that stuff, and now godly wife, this and that. Let me help you get some context. This is a cat. I know that intelligence is not very big for a lot of people on TikTok. This is a cat. You may have seen her in other videos of mine. This is my beautiful queen. Now, sometimes she communicates things to me that she is annoyed by the shit that I'm doing and doesn't want to be held the way that I'm holding her. Well, it's not up to her to learn how to cat better and tolerate the way that I'm holding her and be a better cat by obeying my will and what I want from her. It's my job as her father, as her caretaker, as her human, as her subject, to learn when she's annoyed with my shit and when I should reach back in and pick her up and start petting her again. Much like, in contrary to you claiming that women need to be taught how to be better wives and how to be subservient little two-legged creatures, there's not enough emphasis on men being better husbands and being better recipients to communication. Because a lot of the times arguments are because people get into arguments because they're trying to win. They're trying to best the other. They're trying to be right. And I've watched that happen between a lot of people, and I've had people try to live that way with me, where they're more concerned about being right and never being wrong instead of getting right and fixing themselves and doing better for themselves, for their families, for their households, for their jobs, for their teams, for their pets. And a lot of times you got to understand it does take two, because marriage is a union. And then there's people like me who are anti-marriage because I refuse to, my actual reasons for being anti-marriage is I don't believe in giving the government money for somebody to have permission to wear my last name so that in the event that I fail to husband correctly, she can make off with half my stuff and collect money from my estate and my worth. Child. So that someone can benefit from my failures, as well as I don't believe in someone having to go to court to be able to say that they're done with me. If they want to be done with me, they should just be able to stand up and walk away and be done. And one of the major problems is much of a man's wrongdoing being put on the shoulders of a woman to deal with and solve is why a lot of people are not happy. And a lot of divorces happen and are initiated by women because they realize that they're worth a lot more than what they're getting, and they move on and either look for an upgrade, or they just realize that it's better to have your own house with one or two cats.